So, let's start. So, hello everybody. My name is Ioannis Charalampidis. I am the CTO of Kudzu Technologies, a company that for the past 5 years has been helping LoRaWAN networks being successful. We do that by empowering the most difficult, if done correctly, profession out there, the network operators. So, actually, out of curiosity, quick raise of hands here. Who is running a network and ever had a question from their clients, my device is not working, and he wasn't sure if it was a device, the gateway, or the network, or just divine intervention? Okay, one on the back. But this is an example of one of the problems any LoRaWAN network operator is facing. But in reality, there are hundreds, and a LoRaWAN network operator or any network operator is in the epicenter of all of these problems. He has the responsibility to abide in all of his stakeholders while at the same time tackle everything that needs to happen on the network and controlling one of the most expensive operations in the network, which is the send field operations. So he's practically living in dashboards every day, so piled in charts and all these kind of things. But mistakes can happen, mistakes can be costly. And this is not because he is a bad network operator, but because it's the limits of human understanding or comprehension. And at the same time, there are inherent problems sometimes in the way we visualize information. A single missing data point can actually cause a generally misjudgment of the situation. So take this example, for example, right? So we're on Saturday, and we have a weekend in front of us, and you suddenly get an alert that one of your gateways is now offline. This typically means that you're going to lose a weekend amount of data. You don't want that. You panic. You try to fix this issue as quickly as possible. You send your field operations. But was it really necessary? Did you have to do this, or could this whole thing have waited until Monday? So you knew about the fact that some gateway was down, but you didn't know if the coverage was enough, if everything else in the area was OK to compensate with these kind of things. So wrong data point can lead to misjudgment. Some other times, the way you interpret the data might be misleading. For example, my signal strength is getting better, but why the hell am I losing packets? Why my traffic is going down? You spend weeks, you reach mental breakdown, you come to Kudzu for consultancy or support, and you realize at some point that, OK, my warehouse is next to my gateway, so the devices I haven't provisioned yet have been shouting every day, and therefore, my receiver was saturated. You are missing these parameters of information. And you see, this is not that you're being a bad job. It's just like you're in the epicenter of all these responsibilities, and you, as a network operator, you just have your eyes to rely upon and your expertise. But not anymore. You see, over the last year, there's been a boom of technology. There's a big fuzz about everything with something which is called large language models. This is something you know as ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, all these kind of things. So for anyone who doesn't know what these things are, this is like artificial intelligence models capable of understanding human language. And they have some basic understanding and some comprehension that they can reason and take actions. You can exploit the last part. You can actually use a feedback loop to make this guy do things for you. So these guys are smart enough, given a goal, to plan the actions they need to perform, use some tools to perform these actions and extract information, evaluate the information they collected until the goal has been achieved. So this loop that you see here, we typically refer to as agents or AI agents. So in the previous example that we saw with the missing gateway, an agent would have actually placed all the respective queries to find out, OK, what is affecting the devices that are having this kind of bad signal. They use the knowledge, they perform the respective queries, and they query until there are no longer unknowns for the plan they have designed. Once all these unknowns are being resolved, then they know what happened, and you can say, yes, the receiver was saturated, this is why this doesn't work. Completely autonomously performed on their own time. And this is something not new. This is something over the last year has been applied in many places. We've seen agents widely used in customer support, finance, healthcare. It's helping millions of people every day. So why not help our poor network operator too, right? So this is what we thought in Kudzu Technologies. In Kudzu, we are prouding ourselves as having one of the best analytics platform on the market. We're able of collecting all the necessary information to diagnose even the most complicated network issues and being able to identify those. So we took this and we put it one step further. We actually took this 5 years of consultancy and experience we have with use cases, diagnosing issues, debugging, all these kind of things, and we trained an AI so it is aware of all these kind of intricacies and how to solve these issues, and we linked it to our powerful already analytics agent. The result is the world's first network operator center with a copilot. So this is Kudzu Canopy NOC. We're launching this product since yesterday. So this is your 24/7 network consultant. So what does this mean? So this product goes beyond dashboards. So this is a system that every day senses different things that can go wrong to your network, builds some guidelines, and then spends hours digging into identifying what's happening to your system and building you a summary of the origins of all these issues. So it gives you like a big banner telling you, hey, here's the wrong things, and provides you a couple of instructions so you as a human can go fix those things. So he did your job as a network operator, spending hours in these dashboards, and provided you these high-level actions. And it's not doing that just by using anomaly detection, some kind of like time series. No, it actually is capable of correlating data from different sources. For example, geospatial information, so you can know what happened in your area. And since like a few months ago, our platform is even capable of characterizing the RF characteristics of your antennas, your gateways, everything in the area. So it even has all this RF information to correlate. So when he has a suggestion, the suggestion is usually up to the point. So, and if you're still having questions, if still something is not known to you, this 24/7 consultant is available for you. You can actually ask questions to it. There's an embedded chat interface, but all this power of researching is still there. So you can ask it why my device XYZ is not sending data. It can dig in for you. All this information can tell you, oh, because of that, or because XY. And this also enabled us, for the first time, to go one step further, an offering we already had. So some of you might know, but Kudzu has been also acting as a network-level certification party. We don't do this, we're not a certification house, but what we do have engineers that they can do all the report for you and create an attestation, engineering-level attestation, proving that your network is working correctly if you need to use it as a proof to other operators or to your clients. What we're doing now for the first time is we're actually automating this process, so no human needs to be involved. And something that was previously costly and took hours and human time to do, you get for free every month. So every month, the platform can create this kind of report for you and allow you to prove continuously your power or your reliability as a network provider to everybody else. And actually, I really think this goes beyond Kudzu. I think it's a win to the entire ecosystem. LoRaWAN technology is amazing. So it's very easy to install. It's a licensed. It has driven the adoption level in unprecedented levels. There's only one little thing people forget. Like LoRaWAN technology has some technical intricacies that so far is typically the privilege of the big telcos to understand and realize. And all the new players are usually failing, and we have many disappointments in the field. But here's where Kudzu Canopy NOC comes to level the entire field. So now, it doesn't make any difference if you are an experienced LoRaWAN network operator or if you're a startup that came yesterday. You're still able of running the same grade of networks as long as you're capable of following a few simple answers. That was what I wanted to say, but this is only the beginning. So honestly, seeing the way LoRaWAN technology and artificial intelligence moves forward, I can guarantee you the next few years you're going to see networks that are self-healing themselves, networks that are self-certifying themselves or tuning themselves without the need for intervention of a human being. So the future is bright, and you're welcome to join us on this new course of the future. So yeah, thank you. Any questions? Or everything so clear? All right. Then, thank you.